Hi, this is the guidance video for carers or family members. My name's Nicole Lavin and I'm a neurological physiotherapist and a physiotherapy lecturer.
And I'm Becky Robbins and I'm a specialist neurophysiotherapist.
Okay, so this video is going to be in 3 parts. We're going to go through showing you some activities to keep you nice and strong and supple. We're going to show you how to stand and support your back and legs when you are looking after your stroke survivor on the bed or in the chair. So for the first section, we're going to talk to you about supporting your stroke survivor when they're on the bed. So what's important for this is you think about your standing position. So you want to be standing with your feet shoulder width apart and your toes pointing forwards. So you've got what we call a nice wide base of support. Okay, and this is so as you are supporting your stroke survivor, you can transfer your weight from left to right and bend your knees. So the movement can be like Becky is demonstrating there, and you are not bending forwards and putting the pressure through your spine. So I'll show you sideways on. We do not want this activity because it will put a lot of pressure on your lower back. So keep your back nice and tall, bend your knees, and transfer your weight through your legs and your feet. As you are supporting your stroke survivor through the activities, their limb, their upper limb or their lower limb may feel quite heavy. Okay, but as they try to join in, it might lighten the load. Don't take the support away from them. Keep that support the same. Just keep transferring your weight through your legs, okay? And go with your stroke survivor as they're doing the repetitions of the activities. You may want to change your standing position and put your feet into what's called a step standing position. So as Becky's done here, bringing your foot pointing forwards with your toes and your back foot slightly on an angle. Again, looking at that support that you've got between your feet so that you've got the room to transfer your weight depending on what activity you are doing with your stroke survivor. So that again, transferring the weight through your feet and your legs and not your back. Okay. We're going to take a short pause there so you can go over some of the coaching points from the advice and activity that we've just shown you.
Advice and exercises for carers, coaching points, part 1. These short videos are to provide some guidance for you to assist your stroke survivor through the activities. The advice and guidance in these videos is not a replacement for formal manual handling training. Whilst handling your stroke survivor's limb, consider your standing position. Knee bent, stay close to the limb that you are supporting and keep your back straight throughout. When supporting your stroke survivor on the bed, you may wish to stand sideways on with a wide stance. Stand facing your survivor in step standing as shown in the video, or you may wish to get closer to the limb by kneeling or sitting on the bed.
Hi, this is part 2 for the exercise and advice for carers and family members. So this part is to advise you on how to stand and how to look after yourself when you're supporting your stroke survivor in a seated position. So if your stroke survivor's in sitting, you want to be stood sideways on as Becky is here. And we're going to show you first of all how to support the arm. Okay, so it's really important when you're supporting a stroke survivor's arm to look after the shoulder. Okay, shoulders can get lots of complications after stroke, so it's really important that you have lots of support around the shoulder and that you're not pulling or pushing the arm into painful positions. So when you are moving the arm through the activities, it's important that you have one hand in the upper arm, okay, so that you're keeping the shoulder in position, so the ball inside the socket joint like that, okay. The other hand wants to be around the wrist or lower arm area, okay. Look how Becky's stood, okay, she's got a wide base of support, her feet are shoulder width apart, and all the pressure is going down through her feet. She's able to transfer the weight while successfully supporting my arm, okay. There is no pressure in her spine at all. She's just shown you there where you can turn your foot and go into a step standing position there, again to transfer your weight whilst you support your stroke survivor's limb. Okay, move on to the leg now. So you need to get down, again thinking about yourself. You might want to cushion for under your knees if it's uncomfortable, but the limb might feel quite heavy when you are moving it through the activities. So with your handling, you want to think about the heavy bits. So underneath the thigh area, above the knee. You don't want to be on the knee joint itself. Okay, so underneath the thigh area, and the other hand around the foot and ankle or lower part of the leg. Okay, and depending on which activity you're doing will depend on the specific handling. We have shown you that in each activity. What's important here is that you move with the limb, okay, so you're sideways on, and that you are close to the limb so that you're not overstretching and again putting more pressure through your spine. Okay, so you're just moving the arms, okay, and you're nice and close to the leg. Okay, you can see a range of activities there that Becky can do from the same position, just by altering hands. Okay, and again, similar to part one, the limb may feel quite heavy. Okay, as your stroke survivor tries to join in, that weight might adjust, but don't adjust your handling. Keep your handling the same throughout. Okay, we'll take a short pause there to go through the coaching points of part two of the guidance.
Advice and exercises for carers, coaching points, part 2. These short videos are to provide some guidance for you to assist your stroke survivor through the activities. The advice and guidance in these videos is not a replacement for formal manual handling training. Whilst handling your stroke survivor's limb, consider your standing position. Knee bent, stay close to the limb that you are supporting, and keep your back straight throughout. When supporting your stroke survivor in a sitting position, you may wish to kneel at the side when supporting their leg. When supporting the arm in a sitting position, you may wish to stand facing them with a wide stance or stand sideways using a step stance as shown in the video.
We're now going to show you some gentle exercises and stretches for your back region to keep you supple and mobile and to help keep your back nice and strong whilst you're performing these activities with your stroke survivor. So the first activity we're going to do is to strengthen your legs and your bottom and your tummy. It's a gentle squat. So I'd like you to keep your feet hip width apart, okay? And you're going to bend your knees and make sure they're going over your toes, keeping your body up nice and tall, and then stretching back up again. As you come back up to standing, imagine you have a piece of string pulling you up towards the ceiling, tucking your tummy in and tucking your bottom in at the same time. Keep going, follow along, we're doing about 10, okay? Making sure you're not bending forward as you're doing the squat. It's a really, really good exercise for your legs and your bottom. So keep going. It's a good one to warm up with as well. You could do this before you start helping your stroke survivor. Fantastic. Well done. And we're finished. Good. So we're now going to show you a few stretches to help support your back. This first stretch is a stretch that will stretch all the way along your side. So I'd like you to place one arm above your head. Okay, and stretch right up towards the ceiling. With your other side, you're going to slide your hand down your leg as far as you can until you feel a stretch all the way down your body to probably about your knee. You're going to hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come up and stretch up to the ceiling. We're going to go over again, same side. Keeping your back straight. Try not to bend forward as you're doing this. 3, 2, 1, and up nice and tall and bring your arm back down to your side. Well done. We're going to come over to the opposite side now. So arm above your head, reach up and over, slide your hand down your leg. feeling that stretch along the side of your body there, holding it, coming back up to the middle, reaching up towards the ceiling, and over you go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reach up and bring your arms by your side. Well done. We're now going to do some stretches for your legs. Sometimes our pelvis and tummy can get quite tight during these activities, so we're going to loosen them off by doing some stretches. So again, keep your feet just a little wider than your hips this time. Okay, you put your hands on your hips, and what we're going to do is you're going to bend one knee over your toes, keeping the other side straight. And you should feel a stretch along your groin. Holding it there and coming back up to the middle. Then over to the other side. Off you go. Feeling the stretch in your groin area. Holding it. Coming up. We're going to repeat it again. Over to this side. Holding it. 2, 3. Up and over to the other side. 2, 3. And coming back up to the middle. Well done. So the last stretch we're going to show you is for your hamstring. So we're going to do this to the side. You want to stand up tall, keeping both feet facing forward, okay? And what you're going to do is bend your back knee, keeping the front leg straight out in front of you. Now you should start to feel a stretch along your hamstrings here. If you can't feel a stretch, what you might want to do is stick your bottom out behind you and just bend forward slightly. You're going to hold that there for another 5 seconds. Standing up tall and swapping your legs over. So bending your back knee, keeping your front one straight, feeling the stretch from your bottom down towards your knee. You may even feel the stretch down towards your foot, that's fine. If you need to extend the stretch, stick your bottom out and lean forward. Holding it there. And coming back up to standing slowly. Okay, well done. So you can repeat those exercises at any time you want. I would suggest you maybe warm yourself up by doing those exercises before you help your stroke survivor during his or her activities. And you can do these exercises anytime you want throughout the day. So we're going to take a short pause there to go over the coaching points for these activities.
Advice and exercises for carers coaching points part 3. These exercises and stretches are to help support your back and keep you mobile. You can perform these exercises as a precursor to supporting your stroke survivor during any of their activities. You may wish to repeat as often as necessary.